Have you ever walked into a room and felt the mood before a single word was spoken? Not your mood, someone else's. And somehow, by the time you leave, it's yours to carry. You know the feeling. A friend is anxious and suddenly your chest feels tight too. Your partner becomes quiet and you spend the evening replaying every conversation, searching for what you might have done wrong. You notice tension hidden inside a text message. You hear the smallest change in someone's voice. And once you notice it, you can't seem to let it go. It follows you into your sleep, into your next conversation, into decisions that were never yours to make. Maybe you've been called too sensitive. Maybe you've even called yourself that. But this isn't a flaw in your character. It's a pattern your nervous system learned over time. Here's what's really happening. You are not weak for feeling this. You are not broken for absorbing what isn't yours. Your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do, reading the emotional climate around you before conscious thought has a chance to catch up. For many people, this pattern begins early. Perhaps a parent's mood determined whether home felt safe. Perhaps love seemed to depend on keeping everyone else happy. So your brain adapted. It became exceptionally skilled at reading people. That ability may once have protected you. Now, it often just leaves you exhausted. There's a psychological process called emotional contagion. Human beings naturally influence one another's emotions. Our brains contain systems that help us recognize and respond to other people's feelings. And researchers have proposed that mirror neuron networks may contribute to this process. It's part of why a yawn spreads through a room, why one person's laughter can become everyone's laughter, why another person's tears can make your own eyes fill with tears. Your nervous system is built to resonate with other people. Empathy depends on it. But when someone grows up feeling responsible for other people's emotions, that natural resonance can become overwhelming. In Bowen family systems theory, this is related to something called differentiation of self, the ability to stay emotionally connected without losing your own sense of self. When that boundary becomes blurry, someone else's anxiety doesn't simply exist beside you, it begins to feel like your own. Your amygdala, one of the brain's primary systems for detecting potential threats, may respond to another person's distress as though you yourself are in danger. Your body reacts before your mind has time to ask whether the feeling actually belongs to you. So, what can you do? First, name the source. When your emotions shift suddenly, pause and ask yourself, is this mine? That single question creates space between you and the emotion. Second, create a felt boundary. Notice your breathing. Feel your feet against the ground. Bring your attention back to your own body. Your nervous system needs reminders of where you end and someone else begins. Third, practice responding slowly. You do not have to solve another person's feelings the moment they appear. A pause allows your thinking mind to join the conversation. Fourth, return to yourself after emotionally intense moments. Go for a walk. Sit quietly. Change your surroundings. Take a few slow breaths. This isn't avoidance, it's recalibration. Finally, remember this. Empathy without boundaries often becomes exhaustion. Caring deeply does not require losing yourself. Here's the image to carry with you. Don't think of yourself as a sponge. A sponge absorbs everything until it becomes heavy, saturated, and unable to hold anything else. Instead, think of yourself as a container. A container can hold compassion. It can hold closeness. It can even hold another person's pain. But it doesn't lose its own shape in the process. The goal was never to feel less. The goal was to feel deeply without losing yourself inside someone else's emotions.
You were never too sensitive. You simply carried a survival skill into a life that no longer requires you to carry everyone else's feelings. You are allowed to care deeply and still remain whole. You are allowed to love without losing yourself. The emotional weather around you will always change, but you get to decide what you carry home.